Hello everyone and welcome back to Fableheim and the Legend of Keeper Soul Smugglers. We are on week 1 of year 2 of the long duration campaign for the final banner of the Lord's Base campaign. And what a long journey we've had to get here. But I think finally we can destroy the Last Supper and put it behind me for literally all of eternity. So let's catch you up on what we're doing. We have an absolutely disgusting team rockin' and rollin'. We have triple skeleton for the Mammon's Bridget Bone. It's fair to say that all of our opposition is boned. But just in case that wasn't good enough, we also happen to have Death, who's about to be level 4. We have a level 4 Queen Azara. And a Ragnarok, for good measure. Also, Chef Ramsey is here. Brian pointed out that he did do, in fact, some things during the first year, but he's probably not going to do any more things, so enjoy looking at his mustache or whatever it is. And just in case Mammon's Bridget Bone wasn't good enough once, we're also conducting some science with the Mausoleum in an attempt to have a second Mammon Bridget Bone room. And I'm looking forward to see if we can pull that off. That, of course, does depend on two things. First of all, the enemies surviving 2 rooms of actual natural disasters, and us getting the overpower upgrade for the Mausoleum. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin. Most importantly, Thanatos is level 4. Now, Thanatos was bugged when we first played with him. His basic attack, its damage went down when he went to level 4. So we're going to find out if it's still bugged. I really don't care if it is, because we're using him from Memento Mori. Are you still bugged, Thanatos? He is not bugged. Good job, everyone. Well done, developers. You fixed it. It used to go down to 45, I believe. But now we're still good. Now it applies 3 demoralization. Woo! 3 demoralization. Wow, great. Yeah. Oh, also, we got the Nightmare Mirror. I have so many traps. Let's get rid of that stupid thing. Put that there. Perfecto. So I guess if we find a siege, I'm interested in doing that. I'd also like to upgrade the Nightmare Mirror, which might be possible because we have 1 more unit upgrade I'm interested in. Okay. Things to think about. During a break, you played the famous fantasy role-playing game Houses and Humans with your employees. They've learned a lot about themselves. Great. Fantastic. Proud of you all. A young man manages to sneak up to you and threaten you with a rusty blade. His face streaked with angry tears, he seeks to avenge his family, tortured and devoured before his very eyes. You can gently pat him on the shoulder and show him the exit. Abuse yourself with his suffering, or offer him as a gift to your employees. We'll torture him. That right there, my friends, is enough blood to get a level 4 Teguk, which is the last thing I'm interested in. So now we just collect tears for the blood god. That's not how that works. Now, we don't need employee suggestions. I run a tight ship. Speaking of a tight ship, let's go get this money. The first combat of the day has a knight. But what is a king before... Wait, your name is Roland. What happened to good old Arthur? I can't make the joke anymore. Well, I still tried. The knight leads the charge, dealing physical damage to the front, and a monstrous amount of it at that. Joined by the Virtuoso, the Supreme Nuisance, dealing AoE physical damage, and the Ice Wizard, who shuffled everyone around. But the shuffle actually worked out well. The highest armor is in the front, that is Niflheim, my good friends. Now, with this Fire Essence, I can actually proc Occult Ritual on my own. I don't need no help. Papyrus has got it. Unfortunately, this fireball is not going to do a whole lot. So, oh, you're immune to demoralization. That explains quite a bit. Can't say I'm happy with that explanation, but it does explain quite a bit. Ah, well. 7 burn. Ooh, Papyrus lived at 3. Okay. Now, something we have to keep in mind is I'm not overly interested in having Mammon's Bridget Bone be first all of the time. Almost. because that will eventually erode the motivation of our skeleton team, so we'll just be swapping room 1 and 2 every so often. Ah, the power of the Nightmare Mirror. I love that. It's the best strap in the game. Don't at me. We'll just get resistances. I was kind of hoping for the upgrade to Hell Grip, but we don't always get what we want. Now, I should have enough funds to get to Take Hook level 4, and I sure do. In fact, we can even get a level 2 Ramsey. A level 3 Ramsey. Do I care? No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't care at all. A wandering troubadour offers to sing for your employees. 50 gold? Yeah, sure. Why not? More business trip. The Unholy Shroud. No. Let's send Ramsey out for some tears. Now, of course, at the trainer, we don't need to do anything, because everyone who matters is level 4. You placed a bet on a bull racing game during lunch break. The one you chose finished first, and you won the jackpot. You could also use your winnings to throw a party for your employees. Well, that's not necessary. Take this fat money. I'm looking for the engineers. Now, the artifact is the hardest combat, but the artifact, do we need an artifact? We're pretty stacked. We can just YOLO it. Like, we don't really need more money. So let's just YOLO it. We probably aren't going to get a replacement, but I mean, the meal voucher could go. It did do a lot of work, but you know what, we'll swap the rooms. I'm just going to go back and forth swapping the rooms. Mammon's Bridget Bone's going to hold up the second. This actually worked out exceptionally well, which gives me a strange feeling in my stomach. But anyway, we have the Templar leading the charge, dealing air damage to the front and applying vulnerable. Thanatos is here to tank it with his enhanced armor that does nothing, but it does give him a whopping 80% armor, which is, at the very least, impressive. I didn't think about this. Ah, she's fine. She's beautiful. The tracker, as you saw, attacked the back with fire damage. Queen Najara was able to eat one attack, but she will not be able to eat another. If only I can kill her. You know, like that. I got close. Close, but no cigar. Literally lived at 13. No matter. Owie. Meal voucher did give Thanatos quite a bit of tankiness. So maybe that's an argument to not replace the meal voucher. An argument that I can stand behind. I also should have introduced the other people. The Amazon. For once, the vast nature damage the Amazon applies was soaked by a Ragnarok. A Ragnarok did well. She served the dark gods well. But now Thanatos must pay the troll toll. If only we didn't have the Nightmare Mirror. Oh. So, one of the greatest combinations in the game is the Miraculous Pill plus the Pocket Mirror, because the Pocket Mirror protects the weakened Miraculous Pill holder. Now, the problem. Now, the meal voucher just proved its worth. But that is a niche circumstance. It's just basically for Thanatos, whereas the Pocket Mirror will protect both rooms. Probably, unless there's like some weird AoE stuff happening, which happens every now and again. The Scalin figurehead is so YOLO, but we never really used it. You know what? We have the full combo. Let's respect the full combo. You've served me well, meal voucher. You've served me well. Didn't I just say like halfway through the first year that I was like, oh, there's a good reason to not replace it? Oh, nope. Mirrors on this main. I guess we just keep YOLOing, huh? We may as well visit one therapist. I have so many tears. Okay. I could extend it. Is that worth it? With my vast wealth? My incalculable wealth? An enthusiast has tracked an artifact to you and would like to buy it for a very attractive price. He seems to carry other similar objects on his person. One of your employees will be able to steal one from him without noticing. Of course, one somebody is the thief, but, no. 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 That's mine. That's mine. A trainee has spilled a burning hot drink on you in front of the blood spice latte machine. Well, let's punch him. Now, we don't need the blood for upgrading, but we might need the blood for an event. You never know what curveball life is going to throw at you. Now, fighting against the champion. Alrighty. I am a little concerned about this, but we'll see what we can see. The Honorable shall lead the charge, dealing fire damage to the front and giving himself flame shield. How annoying. But the champion is the druidess, and what a terrifying champion she is. She deals a monstrous amount of nature damage to everyone, which I'm rather weak against, except for the Ragnarok. But, however, the monstrous damage can be reduced by applying a bunch of debuffs to her. Holy mackerel. But on her turn, she will remove a bunch of stacks of debuffs. So my plan, I do have a plan, is to throw this room away, basically. And then kill them with the mirror. But, you know, that's what I would say if I weren't absolutely crumping it. Okay, my fear was not required. Wow, a Ragnarok is actually going to get a kill. Maybe. Maybe? Neither of those killed it. Ooh, lives at 4. Well done, Ragnarok. A round of applause for the level 4 Grief Weaver. My. What up, Yggdrasil? Now, I don't know if you're ever going to see play Yggdrasil, but I am a fan of the Ygg. A big fan. A massive fan. A monstrous fan. Speaking of fans, that was your hint, game. Speaking of fans, I won somebody. Speaking of, do I need one something? Not really, no. Fans. Thank you. I mean, I'll take Henry, sure. Okay. So, Henry. Where did he go? That was this Henry. So, why did I pick up Henry? Great question. Henry, the Dark Magus, can be exceptionally useful in reducing damage of enemies with his, tiredness AoE spell, which might eventually be necessary. Now, there's almost zero circumstance in which I don't activate Mammon's Bridget's Bone in one of these rooms. But just in case such a circumstance exists, I am ready. I really feel like it doesn't exist. But I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's hit the engineer, because that's what I've wanted to do for a while. We'll upgrade the Nightmare Mirror. And we'll upgrade the fan, which is in stock, because I'm a dum-dum. Great. Good talk. Okay. Here we go. Please have enough. Nice. We're delighted to offer you a selection of funerary decorations of our corporate range in order to offer our goodwill to all your deceased employees. Well, isn't that nice? Here are some soul fragments to spend with us. You can keep them for a later time. The most important one here, as always, is the Orb of Power, which brings an additional monster back to life. With the Mausoleum, that means we get 3 monsters, which, wouldn't you know, ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3. Mammoth's Bridge at Bone time. Just in case we weren't winning hard enough. Now, as for the rest of this stuff, skeletons gain 30 life. Why not? Why not? A random monster gains haste. Sure. Enhanced resistance. Sure. All that helps me survive my 4 stacks of slow. 5 stacks of slow. Look at that. Alrighty, let's go get some money. Why? Because. Because why not? Why not, really? I'm not even going to switch the rooms. Although I'm going to pull Bellicor out and Henry in. Just in case. I don't think I'm going to want to use Henry here compared to what we've got. But, hey, you never know. You never know. Leading the charge is the dreaded Sage. Dealing 69. Nice damage. Wait a minute. Ice damage. That just happens to be nice. Now, I don't like having Queen Ajara up front, but she is because she is massively resilient against this Sage's ice damage at a whopping 45%. She's also decent at resisting the Valkyrie's AoE air damage at 25%, and it's okay at resisting the shitty shamans. Oh, excuse me, that is just the base shaman. It's still shitty. AoE fire damage. So what I'm trying to get at is I'm really not concerned in the slightest. That was the incorrect move from Murazan, but that's okay. Actually, it worked out alright. The Valkyrie gains bonuses when she hits something that's faster than her, and no one on my team is faster than her, so it just kind of is a happy little miracle, really. Bye! Blood for the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Okay. This went really well. Murazan may have fallen, but the Queen will never die. And we got a stun. Do I want blood? Nah. Well done, Thanatos. Well done. Well, one Sunday. One Sunday. We're going to take Bork. Bork provides us with some more tactical decisions. And you know how much I love tactics. Tactical options in the Mammoth Bridge at Bones room. Now, are we going to need this? Probably not. But you never know. Maybe we'll fight something that's just full ice damage and KT would melt. Maybe we'll fight something that's full fire damage and Niflheim will melt. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we need more armor. Options, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Bork provides. Now. Okay. Had to think about that for a second. The Nightmare Mirror. The Modified Fan. I'm probably going to push both of these to level 4, to be honest. I love them both. They're, like, literally top 2 traps right here. At the Siege. How dare you suggest you take my mirror and my fan? Never. You can have those two, though. Don't care in the slightest. We could farm more money using the Alchemist tier, which might not be a terrible idea. We have 147 tiers. That's a lot of tiers, my friends. Do I need more? Good enough. 1378. We're not going to plunder for reasons. No. The R&D manager needs a guinea pig to test a new trap. He's asking you to provide him with one of your employees in exchange for some gold. Now, Mr. Understaffed R&D Director, if you were asking for Chef Ramsay or Bellicor, I would be happy to accommodate your request, but not my skeleton. Now, as for our artifacts, I don't think it gets better than our current layout. With what we currently have unlocked, there is a disgusting artifact in the game that I don't have. This one, this chair, complete level 20 of Ascension mode with any master, this chair is ridiculous. I don't even remember what it does, I just remember it's a lot of damage to monsters, so that would be an improvement to our current layout, but I can't get that, so I think we're just good. I think we're just Done. So let's go get some money, shall we? And a monster that I definitely don't need. Murazan can go to sleep. You know what, let's swap the rooms around. Let's have a bit of a swapperoo. I promised a swapperoo, we're going to get a swapperoo. How dare you ruin my fun, Merlin! You bastard! Well, how bad is this on a scale of 1 to 10? 6, maybe? Leading the charge is the Templar, who will be dealing air damage to the front, courtesy of Papyrus. That has been dramatically reduced. Also, KT has the highest air resist. Niflheim's a little higher. So that roll was fine with Merlin's little shuffle here, but he will also be playing AoE nature damage, which I am not strong against. That concerns me. Speaking of nature damage, the Amazon is about to absolutely demolish Papyrus. Yeah, and ricochet that to Niflheim. A shame. A shame. Our poor Mammon Bridget's bone room got crumped. Who could have seen that coming? Thankfully, we have the Nightmare Mirror that is not ashamed. There's no need to silence him because he's already done his bullshit. So let's just Hellgrip for a little bit of damage. And we have room 2. Are we going to actually see the Mausoleum in full effect? Probably not. Unfortunately, we also can't see a Ricochet. But thankfully, Henry, even though he's level 2, he's ready to impair. And double impair. At that. I believe the Templar is dead as well. Yep. And just like that, Tim, we've made it. What a beautiful moment. Oh, look, we have Chad as well. I'm just getting all the skeleton buffs. Gluttony is here as well, but this is not a gluttony team. This is not a gluttony game. Welcome, Chad. Where are you, Chad? Now, Chad, just like his brother Bork, provides options for the skeleton room. Options. And that's it. Are they good options? Maybe. Maybe not. At the Engineer, we are going to crank the Nightmare Mirror to level 4, 80 damage to everybody. And the Modified Fan to level 4, 50 morale damage to everybody, and Tiredness 4. The Mirror, the Modified Fan has not had a chance to show off its modified prowess. But don't worry, all things in due time. In due time. Bellicor, go get me some money. Alrighty, we're hitting the trainer here. We're going to be leveling up a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't deserve it. Just kidding, it does. Bork, Henry, Chad, Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil, you are an expensive bastard, but you are one of my favorites. I do like you a lot. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I feel good about it because I love Yggdrasil, but on the same token, the cleaning goblin comes to see you, weeping. Zluby, his pet insect, died in a mobbing accident. Will you take Zluby to the resurrection room to harvest the goblin's joyful tears, sell the corpse to a gourmet chef, or organize a funeral? Now, you might be here, you might be looking at this and go, well, I'm going to sell this, because that's money. But you would be incorrect, my friends. It is almost, under all circumstances, better to pay 40 gold for 40 tears. Almost, you know, only a Sith is an absolute. That, I don't know why Palpatine was the one saying that. We're going to swap the rooms around. How do I feel? I feel pretty good. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Well, here's someone we haven't seen in quite some time. The dreaded Pyromancer, who will be dealing a lot of fire damage to the back, applying burn and healing if he attacks something that has burned, which, how convenient that he applies it to him by himself. But the real danger is not the Pyromancer. We have so much fire resistance, I don't give a single shite about the Pyromancer. I care about this little bastard, the Shadow, dealing 88 nature damage to the front and dealing 50% more damage if a monster is at full health, such as a Ragnarok. Now, a Ragnarok does have a 70% nature damage because of the scale and figurehead YOLOing for enhanced resistance, and that feels pretty good. Also, Henry is here because he gets to go first. One of the few things can actually outpace the Shadow. And has applied Tiredness. All very nice. And last but not least, the character I don't care about, the Disciple, dealing ice damage to the front, which a Ragnarok tanked decently well. Wow, a Ragnarok put in so much work there. I have never had a unit survive 2 shadow attacks. Well done. Another round of applause to the Grief Weaver. She did tremendously well. Tremendously well. Henry coming in hot with his Tiredness. 7 stacks. 7 stacks. Also, take a take a giggles at the Fireball of the Pyromancer. I was a little concerned, team. Not gonna lie. But, I have since changed my mind. Repent, foul mortal. Okay. Another nightmare mirror.
Yet, after all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
Why not? Why not? We also have Mahogany, but I have so many monsters. I guess I could pick up Mahogany. I could pick up Mahogany to sell if we're going to hit another black market. That way I can level up everybody. But no, I'm going to take the Nightmare Mirror. I have never had 2 Nightmare Mirrors down before. And I'm looking to make this a first, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking to make this a first. So, what do we want to do here? At the trainer. We could level. Henry put in a lot of work. Henry deserves to be level 4. Henry deserves that level 4. No one else on the team really does, but Henry does. So I guess we can tap that. And then how much money are we sitting with? 377. Bork's a good boy. He hasn't demonstrated that he's a good boy, but just trust me, he's a good boy. The R&D manager has developed a new trap and seems to be very proud of it. He wants to secretly sell it to you for a few gold coins. My friend R&D manager, could you leave me the fuck alone? Please. These suit and tie vampires are here to collect taxes. However, blood is more valuable than golden coins to them. They could even grant you a monetary compensation in exchange for blood collection. And you would, exceptionally, be exempted from taxes. That is the blood of the Lord. You'd best make good use of it. Well, I mean, we could go to the Undertaker. There's really not a reason to do so. So let's keep YOLOing. One of your employees has accidentally discovered a long-lost secret tunnel. It leads to a treasure room filled with gold and housing a rare and valuable artifact. You can keep everything for yourself, reward your employee with some gold, or gift them the artifact for +1 level. Congratulations, Chad. Level 4? I got money for that. Level 4. Well done, Chad. Well done. Look how many level 4s we have. This is absolutely disgusting. Only Yggdrasil remains, but I'm pretty sure if I have to choose... There's nothing I want the merchant either. If I have to choose... Thank you, Doc. Between... Oh, I don't have enough blood. Oh, shit. Huh. Let's just check how much this costs while I'm here. 4, 50, and 15 blood. 15 blood. Yggdrasil. While wandering around the corridors, you find 15 blood on the floor. I wonder where that came from. Oh no, the thirst for revenge. My young friend, my young mortal friend, revenge leads to nothing good. Nothing good at all. How do you want to do this? I kind of liked this layout. And I think we're going to do it again. Okay. Sounds good. Let's go get this fat gold. A story. A song of ice and fire is what we're facing. But they're also going to be very tired. Between the modified fan actually getting to do something and Henry tanking the frontier with his improved armor. Not that it's going to do anything. Leading the charge is the Sage attacking the front with ice damage. That wasn't a whole lot of damage, Queen Azara. Joined. Well, that sucks. Joined by the Valkyrie dealing AoE air damage, which is the greatest weakness, but it's not that bad. Owie. Owie. Oh, you cleansed your debuff. That explains a lot. Didn't like that. And at long last but not least, the Invoker attacking the front with fire damage. Now, the Invoker also has minus 50% morale loss, and Thanatos' Memento Mori continuously targets her, which is something I didn't think about. But that's okay. Probably okay. I was thinking putting Queen Azara up front first, but I didn't really want her to be up front for semi-obvious reasons. Good stun. Can I kill her? Live at 3. Okay. This might kill her. It did. Okay. Alright, a little messy this first room, but no big deal. No big deal. Nothing we can't handle. Here's game random bonuses. When the Valk is killed, don't care. Don't care, even a little bit. This room, the Mammon Bridget Bone room was ready. You can't be demoralized. I might have to murder you. I can always say that as if it's a mild inconvenience. You might have to just die. What a shame. Okay. We'll murder her. I'll take the blood. The blood is always useful. After all, it is Gulthal that demands blood. Aw, Kael'thas broke himself. Poor KT. He broke himself beneath the endless tide. Now at the trainer, only Yggdrasil can level, and since Yggdrasil hasn't come out to play yet, we can just go to the engineer. And get a level 3 mirror. Why not? That's really the question. Why not? Ah, so many to sell. You better believe I'm selling Chef Ramsay. You better believe it. To be honest, though, I don't really care about selling the rest of the team. The rest of the team is really good. Like, I could sell Yggdrasil. Okay, I could do it. But I'm not going to, because he's my boy. And you don't sell ya boy. We have so many resources. Okay. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. What is this? Psychopomps gain 20 gold when they are defeated. Well, that does involve them being defeated. Yggdrasil, my boy. I could send out Henry. This recovers his motive. You know what? Let's go, Henry. Go get your motivation back. So let's swap-a-roo the Rumaroos. Why not? Let's have Mammon Bridget Bone take the brunt of this champion. Well. All of the air damage appears to have come out of the woodwork at once. I don't know how to feel about this. The champion is Miyamoto, the samurai. And, as mentioned, he is going to be dealing a lot of air damage to the front. And it will ricochet if his target has negative air resistance, which thankfully we do not. However, he also lowers air resistance, which allows the Templar to come up and swiggity-swooty all that booty. What a combo. What a combo, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned in the slightest. Because even though everyone died, ooh, we got the mirror reflect, and then he died, we have a trick. Tricksy little hobbitses. And that... yes, heal your health for all the good it will do you. Is double nightmare mirror. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, homeopathic poison is not bad. In fact, it's a pretty good artifact. One that would be decently useful for our team. But as mentioned, we already have everything we really need. So instead, hi Kael'thas, let's go pick up Mahogany. Mahogany. For fun. I don't know. To sell. Whichever. Level 4. You know what? We'll make a level 4 Monster Salter too. Why not? Maybe it'll be useful. I doubt it. Now, I'd like to go to this siege here. Let's go to the seminar. Maybe I can get a motivation restoration. Like that. Could also get haste. Can I get more than one? I don't think so. I wish I could get more than one. I don't have enough blood. Should have thought about that. Now. How dare you ask for my fan? You know what? We'll send out those two things. I don't care. There's no reason for us to YOLO an artifact. We're full on traps. We have 2,256 gold to our name. So you know what? Let's take a breather. Take a deep breath. And do some crumping. Some crumping on this easy fight and YOLO a master bonus. Do I need this master bonus? No, I don't. But maybe we'll find Hell Grip. I don't know. Alrighty, the Sage leads the charge. You know, I realized during editing how often I say already at the start of this. Maybe I should come up with something else. I don't know. The Sage leads the charge, dealing ice damage to the front. Henry's going to tank this like the absolute champion that he is, because he was shuffled by the damned Enchanter. How annoying. The damned Enchanter, who, by the way, is dealing AoE nature damage, which I am not resilient against in the slightest. Tegak, in fact, has minus 50% nature resist. Very sad. Very sad. Do I repent? Kind of feel like I repent. Nah. Just keep the damage train rolling. It's fine. Now, I expect this room to die. Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Ooh, look at that. Tegak gets one more turn. But even though this room has fallen, once again, our tricksy traps are tricksy and trapping. And that is another Nightmare Mirror W. Oh. Not quite. Not quite. I sort of counted my chickens too soon. And there they go. That had nothing to do with Niflheim. But hey, it was pretty. We'll take the power. No Hell Grip, unfortunately, but power should affect it nevertheless. Now, is there any reason for me to visit this engineer? No. No, there is not. A Banshee has offered her crying services for a very reasonable price. Reasonable price. You could get a smaller quantity of tears for free if you show her one of your employees to get her all emotional. I, too, get emotional at the mere glimpse of Niflheim. His Majesty. The doctor just had a brilliant idea. Why not cynically gather blood or tears directly from your employees? And what a brilliant idea it is. Unfortunately, you know what? Sure, let's kick some blood. I don't know how blood comes out of skeletons, but I'm not here to ask questions. The workout is just for the master, I believe, so there's really no reason for me to do it. Oh no. My pop quiz broke. I've gotten this event like 3 times this run, and I've like never seen it before. Anyway, off it goes. While dusting the dungeon, the Clean Goblin has freed a monster caught in a spider's web. He also accidentally woke up a giant spider queen who demands compensation for the destruction of her webs. Here's some blood. I just cynically gathered a whole bunch of it from my team. And, ironically, the monster we got was Chad 2.0. Now, I know what you're thinking. You said we were going to conduct mausoleum science, and I did say that. But when you're just too strong, is it really my fault? Is it really? I don't think so. The final champion of the Last Supper banner. It's time to put this behind us and forever look forward. Are you sure? I'm absolutely sure. I want to be done with this stupid banner. We might get our chance yet, because the final champion is the dreaded Huntress. And boy, is she terrifying. She attacks the back with quite a sizable amount of physical damage. 99, courtesy of King Arthur. But what is a king before a god? And if she has a debuff, which, spoiler alert, she does, she will stun the target. Now, it's very unfortunate that that stun goes through the mirror, but that is a situation we're in. The knight is here attacking the front with a lot of physical damage, and we have the Dragon Knight attacking the middle with a lot of physical damage. So basically, we're just against physical damage all the time. Now, thankfully, we rolled armor on Niflheim, which is pretty cool. It's gone now, but it was pretty cool. And Nemeth's Bridget Bones provides a lot of armor to this entire team. As you can see, they are stacked in physical resistance. But even that must come to an end. So this room was pretty much just a delaying tactic. And I think it delayed well enough. Now, I wanted to double mirror. Don't get me wrong. Can I silence your skill? No. Because it's a skill. I wanted to double mirror here, but I put down the fan instead. And won.
Well, well, my esteemed colleague. The old empire was a laboratory for a new, flourishing industry. Of course, we could look for a more sustainable method. But we can just leave the old empire as fallow for a few centuries or so, and look for somewhere else to ply our business. Where could we source some new souls?
That's a great question. That is a great question.
And now I have a nice load of bodies for my army.
2244. That's what you like to see. Double the tiers. Double the morale.
While you're at it, give my armor a polish, will you?
I am finally free.
It brings experience.
At last. We are free. The Last Supper is conquered. Endless and Ascension are opened for the Lord. But before we can even think about such shenanigans, we of course have to visit the Draconic and the Neptunian banners, don't we? Yes, we do. There were 2 new Dragon units and 2 new Neptunian units added. Those guys look familiar. Is there a new Neptunian here? Nope. But that's okay. I wasn't a huge fan of the dragons, but I love the Neptunians. So we'll do the dragons first to get that out of the way. And then we will enjoy the Neptunians. Just like with all of the base campaigns, they'll be cut into half. Hopefully on the normal difficulty. But I'll go into long if I have to. Long was pretty fun. We crumped that real good. Real good. Real good. I'm going to get this for now. So we regen 3 life each time we gain a soul fragment. That's going to help out quite a bit with our low master life situation. But I do want to get to the Hell Grip applies Terrified. That sounds really fun. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking through with me. Sorry it took so long to get the Last Supper, but the base campaign is finally done, and it was a convincing conclusion, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay updated with happening on our channel, feel free to join the Discord in the description down below. The Lord's journey continues with the free LC banners. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!